And so this is a really good, very important point. If I'm going into a trade, the first question I always ask whenever I'm structuring something is, what if I'm wrong? That's the number one thing that I always ask. What if I'm wrong? Because we never think that we're wrong. But what if I'm wrong? And what would make me wrong? And what would that look like? What would cause this to make me wrong? Like what factors, what different events or circumstances would have to happen? And so we start planning for that. Like it's just like a sports team. Like I said, I've been a coach's kid my whole life. I've grown up playing sports. I used to eat, live, and breathe and sleep basketball and football, and that was like all I ever thought about. But so in the sports world, you have plays for certain situations. They have the playbook in the NFL that looks like a big menu, and it's like, okay, well, on 4th and 1, what do we do here? Are we going to go for it? Or are we going to punt? Where's the ball at? What kind of defensive strategies have they been running on 3rd and 6? What's the play calls that we would do on 3rd and 6? But you have different things based on different potential outcomes or different strategies. What if they line up in this defense and we come out? I mean, you got the quarterbacks, they have the audibles that they call. There's a reason for that, because if we have a great play called, but the defense lines up in the perfect defense to stop that, well, we may have to call an audible, and we have to know how to do that. The great quarterbacks are great at doing that. And then the ones that are not as great, they may not read it, they may not see it, and then they get obliterated. And it's the same sort of thing in the market. You got to be able to adapt and adjust. And I had a client the other day I was working with something on, and I said, well, if this happens, here's a way to get out of it. Because you may or may not be right about this. If you are right, then you don't have to worry. But if it turns the other direction, here's how you can do it without losing any money, and potentially turn it into a profit.